Welcome to Constant Motion. I'm getting a notification for moderation. It says moderation helps everyone feel safe to build a positive live chat experience for you and your viewers. Choose who can participate, set a delay between messages, hide or put people in timeout, manage messages, help for review, add moderators to your channel. Hi, welcome to Constant Motion with Tori. I am Tori, your host. Sorry for that delay here. This is Constant Motion with Tori After Dark. So we are going to have a complete black screen for this video. Welcome to day 52 Raw. I'm so excited because it has been quite a journey. A lot of things going on. For example, I am not a legalist with my raw journey. I am very much so not. So I do eat hummus every now and then, or garbanzo beans. I've eaten that one time on my journey. And so I've also eaten dried raisins, cranberries. So I'm not a high water only raw person. Is that what you want to call it? Because I'm definitely not vegan either, but just raw. I'm not high water content only foods because when you dehydrate something, it's still in its natural state, but it is dehydrated, and I believe the vitamins are probably a little depreciated. But the objective is, I think, high discipline, high value food that is closest to raw compared to conventional foods. But that's just me. I probably have it all wrong. I don't think anyone is perfect, and nor am I trying to compete with the perfects of the world. But I wanted to just clarify that I'm doing good. Hey, Sean, how are you? Um, Thank you for joining my live. So I'm just excited to share my journey. I've had a lot of salad. That's what my days typically look like. So a day with me typically is salad, seeds, or nuts with a currently I've been eating my dressing would be like an oil, sesame seed or olive oil, extra virgin olive oil or sesame seed oil with seeds, and then I would put like um what have I put on there actually? I feel like I might onions, I'm sorry. I would put onion. So that's pretty much it. Has been onion, seeds, and this with maybe a vinegar dressing or lemon juice. I've switched it up recently to having I used to do vinegar a lot, balsamic vinegar, but I switched it up recently to have the lemon juice. The lemon juice has been my new go-to. How are you doing? Miha Minor, how are you doing? PD player. Um, so I switched up my salad dressing to using lemon juice, extra virgin olive oil, and just sprinkling salt and pepper. That's been my new salad dressing I've been using. I've been enjoying it. And I've also really taken a strong stand on this whole high fat thing because I've been really enjoying my salads with freaking endless amounts of sunflower seeds and freaking endless amounts of my seeds and nuts because I'm trying to feel satiated and full. Hey, what's up, God himself? How you doing? So I have made a strong decision, and I started today already to give myself less fat options when it comes to these seeds. Um, there's a gentleman named Doug, and he wrote the 80-10-10 book, and basically it's 80% like vegetables and produce, 10% fat, and 10% I believe it's protein. That's how I understand it. And so he was saying if you eat a 2,000 calorie day, that you should have 10% or less, at the least 7%, and at the highest 10% should be coming from fat. So that would mean at a 10%, 200 calories out of 2,000 should come from fat. And to me, I know I've been freaking exceeding that beyond. He was explaining how important it is to, eat that way for the best results with health, with all elements to be ceased and not to come about in your life. And also just so that you can have optimal energy and just have a really clean running system. And I don't have any problem with that information because one issue I've experienced so far with this journey is I have not been able to actually burn the fat in any way, shape, or form. Even, well, I have. I have a video where I lost, I think it's I actually lost 20 pounds. But I guess in my world, I have lost weight so much more faster because, like, if you look at my channel, you will see that I lost 100 pounds in 6 months. And I have done 75 pounds in 3 months on another particular point in my life. And I went from like a size probably 18 to a size 11 at another point in my life. And it looks so freaking cute. I remember those days. But right now, I'm on a new journey, more focused on health and not so much, how small can I get, even though that's going to be a byproduct of good health. So lowering the fat is where I'm at right now. And so ultimately, I did that today. I have some walnuts, these little chopped walnuts. I would say about 250 calories of chopped walnuts today. And that's good for me because any other day, based on the serving size, I probably would have had about, I don't know, the bag would have been gone in 3 days. It's supposed to be 8 servings. So let's just say I would have had probably like 700 calories, 800 calories of freaking walnuts in the same day. Even up to 1,000, 1,200 calories of seed fat because I would have peanut butter in excess with celery on many occasions and just have it at high levels, looking to be full from this snack or this meal, really, looking to feel a sense of fulfillment in these fats. And these fats aren't doing a darn thing but to keep me actually kind of feeling heavier and not as energetic. And so I'm like done with it, even though I do want to feel that feeling of fulfillment. But I also am tired of the stagnation of letting my desire to feel this certain very generic feeling, very short-lived feeling of fulfillment when I'm not really fulfilled, because fulfillment is the other side of this thing, which is weight loss, new life, discipline, getting over the old poor choices and becoming that new person who I want to be. That's fulfillment that I really am looking to feel and actually deserve to feel if I do the work. It's the hard work that pays off. And so, anyway, today was the day where I, checked myself on the walnuts or whatever seeds I had. All I had was walnuts of this and that. And I have very little oil. I did have some frozen defrosted corn. I had organic. I had some frozen defrosted mixed vegetables on my salad. And I did a video previously about frozen vegetables that are organic and how they're flash frozen. And I also discussed how when something is flash frozen, the nutrients are preserved at a very, like, the highest level, even exceeding the fresh produce in the market where you think it's from the tree, which it is. But because that fruit is being transferred from one country usually to another, that is depreciating in its core peak fresh value. So when you get something off the tree or however you're harvesting this fruit or vegetable, be it vine, tree, out of the dirt, whatever, it begins depreciating the moment it's picked from the tree. So, whatever. And so what I'm saying is when you flash freeze organic food, it is literally harvested, cleaned, frozen. There is no other time to separate as far as the time of it being. It's fresher. That's the point. It's newer. It's all the nutrients are captured. It's stabilized and captured in the most wholesome way possible. And so what I'm saying is the nutrients are at a higher level. And from what I researched, that's what I researched. The nutrients are at a higher level when you have organic flash frozen vegetables or certain even fruits because of how it stops the depreciation of the nutritional value. This is why I am eating my organic raw frozen vegetables, and I let them thaw a little bit and put them on my salad. It is terrific. It is divine. And another thing I do is like I mentioned, I just put a little olive oil, salt and pepper, a little lemon juice. Delicious. Oh, and today I had some blackberries. The blackberries I had today were so they were frozen blackberries because like 2 days prior I had like a few days of regular, store bought basket blackberries, and they were good. But I said, what, let me try some frozen blackberries that might, do a little better. For some reason, I just wanted to try that, and they were so good. Those frozen blackberries were so terrific. I mean, they were abundantly great. I can't wait to have some more in the morning. I will be having some blackberries and probably arugula and celery in the morning. And so I'm trying to get more into eating high, even though I'm not a high water content foodist like person only, I do want to begin to have more high water food content on this journey. Um, I am not a person who is against the inclusion of all food groups. I am on a personal quest right now where I feel very led to eat this way and not incorporate every food group. One of these days, I'm sure I will have some fish. One of these days, I'm sure I will have some. This is grass fed, organic, type high quality, ordered offline type meat. And I'm not sure when I'll have the finances to support myself in that way. But I mean, that's kind of how I see it. I don't want to buy conventional meat. I don't want to buy the special for 1.99 chicken. I do not. I don't see why would I do that. I already know there's something wrong with it when it comes to it being if it's even clean. I know they're feeding the animals GMO filled corn, which we know is genetically modified, and that is not what I want to consume if I can help it. Yes, I'm sure certain ingredients, because everything I eat is not organic, has some sort of GMO involved, but I'm not going to regulate my system on some hardcore very deliberate choices while I know well better than to have chicken that's full of GMOs and just hormones, and I'm good. But I will have some chicken in my future one day. Okay, and eggs. So I'm not against all that. I'm on a cleanse. This might be for a year, might be for 2 years. And I'm pretty sure, even though when I will plan on having the meat, I'm pretty sure I will eat meat like 3 or 4 times a month. And that's truly how I see it. I don't see myself eating meat daily or with every meal. No. I do want to include it in my body to keep me strong and versatile. I don't want my body to not understand that I can eat anything. I want to be able to eat everything, but in good sense, moderation, and with self control. And so I'm excited. I'm excited because I'm on day 52 raw, and it's going terrific. It really is. And I am in a position where, I could be eating burgers and fries due to my circumstance right now, but I'm not. I'm taking the right road. It might be the long road, but it feels like it's the best way to get to my destination. And so, anyway, I'm celebrating day 52 and raw. And, I'm unapologetically going to keep going and going and going until I feel led to do something different. This is not a legal situation. This is not I'm not looking to join any clubs. Like I said, I will have a piece of chicken one of these days. I'm not looking to be a part of the gang, of the cliques. I just want to share my story. Simple and plain. I want to thank you guys for joining me tonight as I share how my 52 days of raw is going. I'm going strong. I'm going to keep going. I'm super, super excited. If you have never seen me before, I'm actually after dark right now, so you can't even see me. please feel free to check out my videos. I have a lot of lives where you can see me. But listen, if you enjoyed anything you heard tonight, if you could take any value away from what I've said tonight, feel free to join me for my next video by hitting the subscribe button and double tapping your screen to like the video that I presented tonight. I want to thank you all for tuning in. This is Tori for Custom Motion, signing out. Peace.